starts right now.
Live from Wakeland High School in Frisco, Texas, this is Win TV.
Good afternoon, Wolverines. I'm Alexis Anderson.
And I'm Ella Brookshire. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. September is Suicide Prevention Month. Reporter Kieran Orleans spreads awareness on mental health and suicide prevention. This package may be triggering to some. Viewer discretion is advised.
September is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. This month is a time of acknowledgement, support, and to raise awareness. Win TV sat down with Wakeland history teacher and counseling intern Miss Jesco for details on how we can be mindful this September.
So someone that's experiencing suicidal thoughts, usually they have some type of ideation about not being here. So like, what would it be like if I wasn't here anymore? Or what would it be like if I just disappeared? Would people miss me? Usually it starts very broad and vague like that. Sometimes they might even joke about it with their friends or family just as a way of kind of poking or prodding.
Physically, someone with onset depression or suicidal ideation may experience fatigue, brain fog, difficulty in completing daily tasks, loss of interest, and overwhelming thoughts or feelings.
Studies show that people that are experiencing suicidal ideation don't necessarily have the thoughts and then immediately act on them. This is something that grows over time as their thoughts progress.
With the number of adolescents and teens struggling with mental health on the rise, it is important to be familiar with possible causes.
But we're usually seeing that obviously it has to do with their internal pressures, their environment, and a part of their environment is social media, and then obviously any interpersonal conflicts that they're experiencing.
If someone you know is struggling with mental health, the first step to being conscious and helpful is listening.
A lot of times people are telling them what they need to do, and they really just want the space to be heard.
If you think that you may be struggling with mental health, consider talking to someone you trust who can refer you to help from there.
Also, depression isn't one size fits all, so it could look different from person to person, and it can also feel different somatically from person to person too.
If in suicidal crisis or mental health related stress, call or text the 988 Lifeline for support, available 24/7. For Win TV, I'm Kieran Orleans.
We hope everybody has the information they need to stay healthy and know that there are resources if you need help. If you ever need to reach out to someone, go to one of the counselors, or you can contact the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988.
To continue with our newscast, our reporters look for the light in every day. Julian Rabago brings us the new technological developments in a pizza restaurant that is sure to bring a smile to any customer's face.
The future is changing in the pizza-making business with the opening of Pizza Jukebox alongside its new robot friend. Pizza Jukebox just had its grand opening on June 13th, 2023. Today, we took the opportunity to interview the creator and founder, Sharif Mayes, CEO of Brix Holdings, and other brands such as Pizza Jukebox.
My name is Sharif Mayes. I am the CEO at Brix Holdings. We have a portfolio of brands, including Red Mango and our newest one, Pizza Jukebox. This robot, we allow the team at every location to name their robot. So the team named this one Luigi. Luigi does have human helpers. So we get this thing as, is this taking away from jobs? Absolutely not. Luigi adds to the experience, but it allows my team members to actually talk to guests. Well, the robot's main job, as you'll see, is really to take kind of the crust, put it into the automated machine. The robot then spins the pizza, puts on the sauce, puts on the cheese, puts on the toppings. The robot arm then takes that pizza and puts it into the oven. 3 minutes later, fresh pizza.
Pizza Jukebox's robot already cooks the pizza 2 times faster than the average pizza place. But is it just as fast as any inexperienced worker?
And today we're going to test that theory in my very own kitchen. Welcome to Cooking with Julian. I'm your chef cook, Julian. Let's get started.
Using these 4 ingredients I bought from the store, not only will I be attempting to break the robot's 3-minute record, but also serve a tasty pie.
Timer started, so we're just going to get right into it. flour. A little bit that. Get a little. We're almost there, guys. Just a. Oh!
As I roll out the dough and almost set my house on fire,
Uh-oh!
the robot has already placed the pizza in the machine for its toppings. Now that the pizza has received its toppings, let's see what Julian's up to.
When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I don't see me like flip around. Oh.
After putting marinara sauce, a bag full of cheese, and pepperoni, it is now ready for the oven. And here are the final results. Obviously, mine came out a little doughy, and it only took me 23 minutes to cook. So yeah.
After making my very own pizza, I've determined that pizza jukebox robots just do it better. I'm Julian Rabago for WinTV.
Can we take a second to talk about how awful the traffic is leaving Wakeland after school?
I know. It took me 15 minutes just to get to Wolverine Way. Our first-year reporters update us on the safety concerns in the parking lot that might happen at Wakeland.
The start of the school year can be very exciting for many students. With the school year comes football, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. However, the start of the school year also means dealing with the hectic parking lot. For anyone who drives a car, this can mean a multitude of problems. Students are having issues with the parking permit, as well as driving and being picked up after school. Students express how they feel about this issue.
It's pretty frustrating, I'm gonna be honest. It's really annoying, like when you just want to get like out of school and go home and then you just like sit there for 15 minutes.
I usually park pretty close to the exit because I'll get to school really early, but sometimes it can take like 15 minutes.
Students are also not informed on the parking permit. Mr. McGuire, the parking lot attendant, and Ms. Sully tell us more.
Just so we could justify and make sure you're a student here, and if you leave your lights on or the car's running, whatever, we have a way to contact the front office.
It's district mandated, and the reason why we have it is so that we could make sure that everybody who parks on this campus is secure, is for their safety. So we need to make sure that we know that people are insured, and just in case something happens to a car, we know who the car belongs to. So it's important for parents to stick to those zones since they're the ones who drive. But just for safety, because we have the crosswalk for kids to go back and forth across the street. And then we have certain areas for pickup and drop off because we have a very congested parking lot. And we want to make sure that people get where they're supposed to go and they do it in a safe manner.
For now, the parking lot may seem hectic, but as the school year continues, it will get less and less frantic, as long as drivers work together to minimize traffic.
Homecoming is right around the corner, and that means students are able to start ordering their mums and garters. Deadline to order for school pickup is September 30th. Order now by scanning the QR code or visiting www.themumshop.com/Wakeland High School.
Next week is our Pink Out game. Vance O'Rourke shows us how the real meaning behind Pink Out.
October 6th will be a sea of pink at Wakeland as students and staff hold their annual Pink Out pep rally to raise awareness for breast cancer. Pink Out at Wakeland is a way to show solidarity with breast cancer patients and warriors like Wakeland's own athletic trainer, Miss Langford.
I guess the reason why I'm wanting to talk to everybody about Cancer Awareness Month is most people you're seeing between Stand Up to Cancer, the American Cancer Association, Susan G. Komen, all of those kind of things, they're always asking for money for research. But I'm now kind of passionate about what happens after the fact. We need to start focusing some of this on this, awareness month. What happens after they find it? For me, like I said, it was about 5 weeks of insecure feelings. Those first 5 weeks, they're running tests, they're doing this. You have no answers, you're just kind of waiting.
Another way to help out is to find what you can do for the warriors' families or the infusion centers.
The infusion center, that is the place where I have to go. On a chemo day, I'll spend 5.5 to 6 hours there. On a non-chemo week, I'm there at least 4 hours a week, getting extra infusions to help with my all the symptoms I'm having that chemo is doing. Find out what you can do for those centers because they are dreary, drab places and they shouldn't be like that.
You can also help families when you share your messages of hope as it contributes to better outcomes.
Pink Out is really important to me because it shows the support from everybody in your community to families that are going through breast cancer and struggling with that. I think it's really important to bring awareness because not everybody likes to talk about it and say something. My mom had breast cancer. She had it earlier in the spring, and I did not tell anybody. I did not feel comfortable talking and sharing with my friends about it. And seeing and hearing different people talk about breast cancer awareness and just seeing like even the pink ribbon, like it really makes you appreciate the little things more, especially because like you might not want to share something, and now I have.
Supporting Pink Out is just one way Kathryn's mom gives back to a community that supported her. For Win TV, I'm Vance O'Rourke, reporting from Wakeland's Fieldhouse.
Wolverines, let's show our utmost support for Mrs. Langford.
And now to Maddie Hardwick with Win TV Sports.
Thank you so much, Alexis. Well, Wakeland Athletics has done an amazing job so far in their district seasons. I have more on this year's very first episode of Wolverine Replay.
With fall sports coming back in full force, Wakeland football kicked off their district season with a 56-21 victory against Heritage High School. With excellent performances from senior Donovan Woolen with 8 receptions for 105 yards, resulting in 3 touchdowns, and senior Brennan Meyer passing for 318 yards and 6 touchdowns. The Wolverines played Reedy High School last Thursday night at the Star, just falling short with a great performance from junior Ryder Treadway with 10 receptions and 2 touchdowns. The Wakeland volleyball team is dominating in their first few weeks of their district play, with full sweeps against Reedy, Newman Smith, and Lone Star. The Wolverines find themselves 3-0 in districts and ranked first in the state for their conference, with excellent performances from sophomore Aubrey Fernandez with a total of 446 digs this season, averaging 5.6%, and Hannah Lee having a total of 190 kills so far this season. For Win TV Sports, I'm Maddie Hardwick.
Congratulations to our boys and girls golf teams for starting off their seasons ranking extremely high against other 5A schools, as well as our cross-country teams participating in the Lovejoy Invitational just this last Saturday. Our Wolverine volleyball team is doing an exceptional job in their district season so far. Our Win TV reporter Alexis Anderson has more on what some of our Wolverine athletes have been doing over the summer to prepare for their rigorous season they have ahead of them.
Volleyball is serving a victory to start the school year, but some players have been setting the bar all summer long. Over the summer, senior Jessica Jones and junior Sarah Fiffner were offered the opportunity to play in the 2023 USA Volleyball All-Star Tournament in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Basically, it's just a certain number of players selected from the North Texas region to go compete against other regions from the world.
And it was really fun. We actually got first place, so that was really cool. But yeah, and you get coached by college coaches. But yeah, it was really fun, and I learned a lot.
And a summer of hard work and practice is paying off. With a sweep against Reedy 2 weeks ago to open districts, the Wolverines are hopeful for a successful season.
We had a great night against Reedy last week, and so proud of the kids. We started out just at a really high clip, and they kept on building and building, and it just did made such an impact on the other team and our program just by being so tough and aggressive to start district.
With every passing game, for Jessica, it means more than just a spot on the court. It's a commitment to her future at LSU.
And I think we have the potential to go further than we did last year, kind of like a redemption year. It being my last year, I'd love to win it all. I mean, what better way to end it? And as far as LSU, I'm just excited to get there and kind of get to work.
And this team's goal for the season?
We want to, of course, win state. And I feel like we can really go super far this year, so I'm super excited. We have some great talent this year and just some great people.
With all their hard work over the summer and their district season ahead, our Wakeland volleyball team is prepared to go all the way. I'm Alexis Anderson for Win TV Sports.
As the school year continues, safety will always remain a #1 priority. Ben Miller has more on the procedures during certain safety drills.
School safety continues to be a topic of discussion in media. As the year begins, drill procedures are a high priority for campus administration. Riley McCain, a Wakeland senior, speaks of the changing procedures.
So students by or inside a bathroom should go into the bathroom and close the exterior door because that door is always locked.
During fire drills, students should be aware that some stairwell doors will automatically close. Just because these doors are closed does not mean that you can't go through them.
So when the fire alarm goes off, some doors automatically close. Even though these doors closed, you can still open them to go through in the event of an emergency.
Be sure to ask your teachers about their specific lockdown procedures. I'm Benjamin Miller for Win TV.
Our town, Wakeland Theater's fall play closed last weekend. Win TV reporter Kareena Varughese recaps the show and all the hard work that went into it.
The curtain closes on yet another Wakeland show. Our Town, a classic and heartwarming play, closed last weekend. While students at Wakeland have seen the shows the theater department has put on, many are unaware about the hard work that goes into a show. A challenge that technicians and actors faced was the limited time to put together the show.
In order to get the fall show done and still get our musical done before Christmas, the time period had to be really, really short. But the actors and technicians have really stepped up to the challenge and made it happen.
The limited time has made it a little harder to learn lines. I think memorizing is a big part of the theater process, so it just takes a little bit more effort and more going out of my way to learn my lines rather than just naturally learning them as we would in a musical.
While actors struggled with memorization, technicians faced different difficulties due to time.
The limited time has made it so we have to do like a lot of quick things fast, and like moving on this fast pace makes it so lights aren't as like perfect as we want. So we're still making those little changes, but it'll be as great as we can make it.
Throughout the rehearsal and performance process, the directors have helped the students grow.
Working with all the students has been the most rewarding part of this whole process, seeing what they can do, seeing their goals from the beginning and how that has come to fruition.
Not only have the students grown as actors and technicians, they also have grown as people.
I think this show has really brought us together, and it's all about appreciating the people around you and making sure that you take every moment to show your love for one another.
While the chapter has been closed on Our Town, Wakeland Theater looks forward to their musical, White Christmas. I'm Kareena Varughese for Win TV.
If you missed seeing Our Town, make sure to come and see the theater department's next show, White Christmas, performing December 14th through the 17th.
Applying to college can seem intimidating, but Win TV reporter Emily Stevens shares resources for finding the right college and financial aid to make the process less stressful.
Niche.com offers an impressive 140 million reviews and ratings with in-depth looks into all colleges across America. But it's more than just numbers. It can be the key to finding the perfect fit for your academic desires. But there's more to explore. CollegeData.com comes equipped with acceptance and CollegeNet price calculators, not to mention helpful guidance that makes college applications a breeze. And for those concerned about the financial side of education, FindAid.org steps in. This great resource finds financial programs for families ranging from loans to scholarships. Navigate the world of educational finances with confidence and get started applying. I'm Emily Stevens from Win TV.
Ella, I know I'm feeling all the pressure from these college applications. Win TV reporter Eric Kanzler sheds light on the changes that come with digital standardized testing.
Put down your number 2 pencils because College Board is out with the old and in with the new. Beginning on March 9th, 2024, the College Board SAT will no longer be offered on paper format. If you're someone who struggles with taking tests online, then you must take advantage of the final 3 SATs offered on paper.
So the PSAT is now a digital test, and so all students will take the PSAT on their school-issued Chromebooks, school-issued device. So the PSAT is now shorter than it was in the past. It is now just slightly over 2 hours. 2 sections, the reading and writing, and then the math section. So in the math section, there is an embedded calculator now, graphing calculator. So all students will have access to the calculator when they're on their math section.
To find more information about the upcoming transition, go to College Board or ask any of your counselors for more information they may have. I'm Eric Kanzler for Win TV.
I know I will be taking advantage of these last few SATs on paper. Follow our social media for updates and to stay in touch with what is going on at Wakeland. I'm Ella Brookshire.
And I'm Alexis Anderson. This has been Win TV Live for September 20th, 2023. Stay forever orange and blue and have a great rest of your day, Wolverines.